what happened to Mass Effect Andromeda? The Mass Effect series has meant a lot to me. It's the kind of sci-fi, political, deep, but not too deep series I've loved for years. I loved the first game for the brilliant story around Saren and how the game revolves around him and Shepard evolving from this hero to legend. Mass Effect 2 had great fleshed out characters that were written intentionally and left you up to either hate them or like them yourself. Mass Effect 3 was an epic, streamlined conclusion to the story of Shepard that pissed a lot of people off with its ending, but they patched it. I was like, alright, I can take this ending now. Since high school, I've had this jacket with the N7 logo. This didn't really mean a lot in high school, but in college, it was such a great conversation starter. A lot of people always came up to me, and we discussed the series a bit. But since Mass Effect 2, there's been one thing keeping the series back on a very fundamental level. What I'm about to say comes from passion for the series. I want to see a standard kept or improved upon by the staff creating a series I love. Criticism comes in all different forms, and if you can't recognize the criticism in the form of how the internet has exploited what they could get from the first 2 missions of Andromeda, then thank goodness you aren't a game developer with something to prove to a publisher. Not including abuse, holy shit, that was not going on when I recorded this video. Oh my god, abuse is not criticism. Mass Effect Andromeda has a lot of poor animation. Debating this isn't the problem. Why it's poorly animated is the problem, but we still have to clear some things up. Bioware never had stellar animation, but what we see in Andromeda is far worse than anything Bioware has produced. This footage popped up the other day from making this video, comparing the final game to one of the earlier leaked footages of it, and from my perspective, it looks like Bioware had to throw out the facial mocap they had done, and they had gone with automated lip sync instead. And this is really mind-boggling because Mass Effect was known for using its facial mocap. Mass Effect 1 was ported over from another engine into Unreal very late in development if you weren't aware, so we can be a little lenient on that one, but not forgiving. Tell him, bring him on. Oh, come on.
I can't believe he's gone. 1 minute, everything was fine, and then he...
Now, a lot of people were claiming that the trial we got from EA Access was an older build, or that the day 1 patch would fix anything. Sorry. It's also common to hear that you should look past the animation and into the story. First of all, no, you should look at the gameplay, which I'll get to in a minute, but secondly, yeah, the story definitely actually seems to be really solid. These characters are far more appealing than I thought they would be, but it's really, really hard to take this story seriously when it's looking like this. Like, come on, it's just really hard to tell an engaging and immersive story when you don't have an engaging and immersive presentation. And the writing itself is very hit and miss. I find it worth going over the bad writing, but also some good examples, so here.
Holy.
Shuttle 2, are you seeing this?
Copy that. Doesn't look like a golden world from here.
Ionization levels are rising.
Stay on course to the landing zone.
Oxygen levels are below minimum human requirements.
Is this the right planet? We had this all worked out.
Keep it tight, Shuttle 2.
The mountains are floating.
Acceleration increasing.
No kidding! Nothing.
What are you doing, Ryder?
Oh shit!
That can't be good.
Oh,
It's a generator.
yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
I think I really pissed that one off. Maybe because I shot him in the face.
It's not a hotel, that's for sure.
Exercise caution. The storm front is already gaining intensity.
Nice to have you back, Sam. How about some good news next time?
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
Come on.
Ah, my leg! Then crisis response.
Yeah?
Tell you over a beer sometime.
It means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one.
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
I don't see any champagne. Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
So gameplay-wise, the game is actually really solid on that front. Although if you're playing with keyboard and mouse acceleration is hard programmed in, and so you can't turn it off. So controller just feels better, at least for me. Aim assist is on the PC version, so if you got a good rig, you can definitely enjoy controller casualness at 60 FPS here. The depth of combat with the profiles and all of the weapons and all of the skills being so open and not limited is really appreciated. And the AI do throw grenades and they move around as promised, and it reminds me of AI in like older games that like intimidate you, like, you know, aliens or an enemy should. It keeps combat dynamic. So just let me level with you. I wanted this game to succeed from the moment it was announced. I never intended on blindly supporting it. I wanted to look at it objectively. And nobody working in a professional industry will look at this and say it is the best they could possibly do. If given the time and resources, there would not be a single animator that wouldn't go back and fix this mess. That means some sort of limitation was weighing down on the workflow, and likely it has something to do with that evil thing always fucking everything up. Now, are patches going to address these things? After the Outlash, I think it's likely. Bethesda's gotten away with it since no critics lower the score or don't recommend their games due to the poor facial animations or animations in general, so we'll have to wait and see if this changes anything. But until most of this is patched, I'm just not gonna buy it. Yet. I totally would only buy it for the multiplayer though once the price drops. Okay, so all of the footage you saw that was from Mass Effect 1 through 3 were from my playthrough of the games on Go to Bedcast on Twitch. If you want to check out my playthrough through all the games and all of the DLC for them, check the description for all the links to the different series. Thank you for watching.